Finish your vegetables!
Whatever, you're not even my real dad.
Don't make me laugh.
You're grounded for the next 1,000 years!
What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Mortal Kombat X Kitana action figure from Mezco Toyz. This is the Series 2. Finally got my hands on this stuff. You know, I had this pre-ordered. As soon as they announced that they were going to come out with it, I'm like, bam, yes, gonna get this figure. Very excited about this figure because not only is it like the only chick figure that we've gotten in the 6-inch scale for any Mortal Kombat figure ever. Figure just looks amazing, and you know Mezco has been doing a great job with this new Mortal Kombat line in my opinion. So she's got a bunch of extra hands, as you can see there, and she's got her katana like dagger blades fan things down at the bottom. On the back here you get to see a picture of what the figure looks like. Very cool looking, and all of the accessories. You got a couple blades, bunch of alternative hands, and some fan blade. We also get a nice biography about Kitana, so if you want to read that, go ahead and pause the video. So I'm going to go ahead and open this figure up and review it. Alright, I got this figure opened up and out of the package, and I'm very happy to say that I didn't have any issues with her joints whatsoever. Very, very happy about that. You know, I've not had pretty much any problems with the Mezco figures besides one of them breaking because of that clear brittle plastic that I received the Sub-Zero in. But besides that, every figure has pretty much been on point. She comes with a ton of accessories, a bunch of extra hands here. She comes with her, obviously, her iconic fan blades, which she'll throw at you in the game. And these things just look amazing. They did a really great job detailing these things. You know, they got the handle right there, and then how they fan out right there, and all the blades. Very, very cool looking. You get two of those. You also get a closed version of the blade here, and that looks very good. I'm very happy about that, and it looks pretty cool. Now you get 3 additional type hands that she has. She's got an open karate hand. She comes with an open grip hand, and then this one is a little bit more of a closed grip. She also just comes with a normal kind of open type palm hand. And, you know, that's like the most extra hands I think I've seen any of these Mezco figures come with. And I'm assuming that each one of these types of hands are needed in order to grip onto some of these accessories that she comes with. Now, popping in the hands is actually a really, really easy job. You can just pop them in and out, and it doesn't feel like they're going to break open or anything like that. They just pop right back in there, and they're nice and snug. They're not going to feel like they're going to fall out or anything. I'm really happy about that. Mezco did a great job kind of bringing this to real life to where you can get a bunch of different poses and hand, you know, gestures, I guess you'd say, with these figures. Now, she holds on to her fan blades very, very well. Happy about that, and, you know, they're not going to fall out of her hands or anything. Very, very good-looking weapons in her hands as well. They kind of have, like, the perfect amount of scale, in my opinion, to the actual figure. I know with Mezco, some of the weapons I thought were a little bit too small, especially some of the Sub-Zero's accessories, but with Kitanas, I feel like they're like the perfect scale with her. Now, she also grips onto her fan blades very, very well, and Mezco just did an amazing job sculpting the hands to where they can grip onto all the accessories without them, you know, falling out of their hands or, you know, not being able to utilize the accessories for them. And I didn't even swap out the grips on her fingers. You know, there's a bunch of different other grips that she has, and you know, even with these 2 grips here that I swapped out, it's kind of more of the closed grip. She still holds on to her weapons like perfectly fine, and I'm sure with all of these other type of gripped hands that she'll be able to hold on to them just as well. Now, talking about the detail on this figure, definitely an amazing detail and sculpt all around Kitana. Very, very lifelike to where she looks like she came right out of the game into an action figure form. I love those pins that they put in her hair to, you know, keep her hair up. Hair looks very great, the sculpt on that. You know, she's got that nice bun in the back with the braids on the side, as well as her bangs coming down. And she's also got that piece of jewelry up at the top at her forehead. That looks really good as well. A lot of nice sculpting and detail work on that. Then they also gave her some nice eyeshadow and eyeliner, and that looks really good. And, you know, the eyes aren't cross-eyed or anything. They're nice and even. Very good job painting on the eyes. I hate it when I get a cross-eyed type of a figure, and it seems like I got figures like that left and right with the Jaguar's Mortal Kombat line. And then her face mask just looks amazing. You can see to where it looks like it's almost kind of clothy. It's stretched over her mouth and her nose. Very great job with that. And then you move further on down, and man, all the jewelry and accessories that they put on her body just look freaking phenomenal, man. Really do love all the gold accents and the little silver bits that they put in here and there. Just really make this figure pop out. I really love her shoulder gauntlets there. They look really, really nice. Did a really great job kind of dry brushing them, giving them kind of like a dirty, dusty kind of feel. And I love her armor gauntlets down here, the way that this, you know, armor piece slips down into her hands. It just really looks like this really beautiful silk kind of clothy ribbon. Even though it's plastic, it has that appeal to it. And then you got a nice gauntlet piece up at her bicep as well. I also think they did a great job with her waistband here, with the ropes tying it all together, keeping it all nice and you know, make sure it's not going to fall down on her in battle. And then I really do love the bottom area of her boots, you know, where these kind of leggings kind of come up here, and she's got the knee pads there. Very, very cool stuff. And this just looks like, you know, nice amount of cloth here. Very cool looking, very realistic looking, and I'm happy about that. And then she's also got these heel type boot shoes, which look really, really great. I love all the silver accents and buckles that they put into the actual shoe itself. Makes it pop out even more. And you know, for how small her feet are, I was a little concerned that she would have some trouble standing, especially since it's not a heel. But there's absolutely no issues I have standing this figure up. You know, it really just takes me a second to kind of get her in a pose, and bam, like she gets standing up pretty easily. Of course, she's not going to do it right in front of the camera, but you know, definitely not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And that was probably what I thought would be the most major takeaway from this figure is, you know, maybe it wouldn't be able to stand as well as I thought. And then here's another look at the back side of the figure. I think the only takeaway here in the detail section would be that they have the Mezco and trademark logo sculpted into the back of the figure. And you know, I don't really see a lot of figures do that. If they do it like on the bottom of their shoe or boot. But I guess because her feet are so small, they probably couldn't do that with her. So they sculpted it on the back here, which isn't a big deal because most people are going to display her, you know, from the front side anyways. Now, as far as articulation goes, this figure is packed full of articulation. Definitely can do a nice 360 motion with the head here. And you can do a good range of motion, you know, looking up and looking down. I'm really happy about that. There's really no armor or anything with the hair that's limiting the articulation. Now, the only part where there is articulation limited is because of this shoulder gauntlet here. I wish that maybe they attached it to her shoulder right at the joint to where she could actually do a 360 there instead of right at the top of the shoulder piece. But it is what it is. You know, you can still get a pretty good range of motion out of it. And you also got a nice ball hinge here at the elbow. You also got a nice hinge at the wrist there. There's quite a bit of waist articulation. That's very good there. Now, the legs can't really kick out or kick back too far. That's pretty much as far as you can go with it out front. And then out back, that's pretty much as far as you can go. You know, I wish that the Mezco line, you can get these guys to kick out a little bit further than they did. You know, I think that's the only one of the only things that the Jazzwar line kind of has its up on the Mezco line with the Mortal Kombat stuff. You know, you got a nice ball hinge knee here and then ball hinge ankles as well. And that's very, very good stuff. So that's pretty much it, guys. I would very highly recommend picking this figure up. It is an amazing figure. Mezco just blew us away again with the second series in a row. Very, very awesome stuff. And I'm really happy that they actually made a female figure. And it seems like, you know, with Jazzwars, they never wanted to make any of the female figures, which I was pretty disappointed about because the female characters are just as, you know, freaking awesome as the male characters in Mortal Kombat, especially like Melina or Jade. Man, they tear you apart in that game, seriously. But check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of figure reviews on there, a ton of Mortal Kombat stuff. I do animations in all of my reviews, and I also collect other lines as well, like Halo, Mega Bloks, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe because I come out with new videos every week, and I will see you guys all in my next review. Thank you all for watching.